General Eric Holder says Barack Obama is ready to return to politics. Barack Obama will fundraise and help state legislators in the National Democratic Redistricting Committee. The committee hopes to play a major role in winning back the Congress for the Democrats during the Trump administration. For more on the future role of the Barack Obama in the Democratic Party, we are joined tonight by the board chair of Our Revolution and former Communication Workers of America President Larry Cohen. Larry, nice to have you with us tonight. This is kind of putting it all back together again. What role do you think President Obama plays in all of this? I mean, when you talk about winning back and fixing redistricting, that almost sounds like a very long-term project.
Well, so I think there's legal aspects to it that are shorter term, and I think that's why former Attorney General Holder is involved. And you're right. I mean, it is a longer process. It involves the next census. It involves commissions in each state. It involves, ideally, some notion that there's a commission in every state that looks to fair districting. These are all key parts, winning back state legislatures who do the districting. So these are all key parts of what's wrong and what's missing.
You know, if you look since 2008, when Barack Obama was not on the ballot, the Democrats did not do very well. They didn't do well in 2010, didn't do well in 14, certainly didn't do well in 2016. Those were the three election cycles where his name was not on the ballot. What does that signal? That their gerrymandering has been tremendously affected and it has to be addressed?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, Democrats lost 950 state legislative seats net. That's
under Obama's presidency.
In
so
8 years.
How can he be the
enormous?
Answer? Yeah.
So I think there's different parts to this. So I think this particular effort is more of a legal approach, looking at the ways in which districts get drawn that disadvantage certain populations. But, you know, for us, the bigger issue is 3,143 counties and what kind of Democratic Party exists in, I'd say, 2,500 of them, non-existent.
Is this what's going on right now with Sessions and the Trump administration taking too much air out of the room for the Democrats? It's like the country is focused on all of that and they can't hear the Democratic message. Are you concerned about that?
Well, for me, for Our Revolution, it's much more about the positive message that you heard in the Bernie Sanders campaign. Medicare for all, higher education, preschool, how are we funding them, what are we doing? It's much more about that $15 living wage.
But we don't hear that. You know what I mean? It's hard in the mainstream media and in other circles as well when there's so much effort being put on investigations, resignations, and all this constant chatter.
Yeah. No, I would definitely say more balance on positive change if we want to win elections.
If you want to, well, you certainly want to win elections. The question is, what's the new, there's got to be a new formula.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a populist message for real change that speaks to what's really going on rather than talking. And some Democrats, we saw this in the reorganization on this weekend in Atlanta, some Democrats get that, some just want to have the negative message.
Does this revolution need former President Obama?
Well, I think he can play a great role. He's immensely popular across the country. The question is what role, and obviously that's going to be up to him.
Okay. Larry Cohen, thanks for joining us
Pleasure.
tonight. Thanks so much.